Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense takes the field. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Makes the grab down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Chanticleers are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Chanticleers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline play. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and moves the sticks.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
This is a designed run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Knox. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Touchdown, Kentucky! Stealing a score on special teams.
You're down. You need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And his throw is incomplete.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in the
wide open spaces. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Unloads quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Heaves it deep. Got it. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the first half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The shot that clears will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Chanticleers have this offense rolling. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Chanticleers moving quickly to the line. They'll run it to the left butcher for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, shot to clear. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Quickly complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They go to the counter. Fights off a defender. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Wildcats will snap it on first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. To running room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll try the right side. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now,
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown will throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. This one's complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here we go. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Touchdown, Coastal! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew...
To the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his big tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make match. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew